Hey OFP Nation, welcome to our very first episode of Save a Trader. OFP's Save a Trader is all about choosing 2 traders each month who lost their account due to a rule violation and giving them the opportunity to get their account back. And how do we do that? By simply inviting them to come hang out with us or come hang out with me and take a look at the rule that was violated and share some practical tips on how they may be able to do better next time so that hopefully they can keep their account longer. Today we are meeting Mishidorj or Misha from Sacramento, California, who violated the 5% daily drawdown. So come and hang out with me and Misha. Let's learn a little bit more about him, his experience with trading, his history with prop firms, and what caused him to violate that 5% daily drawdown. And then let's hear those practicals on some things he might be able to do to help ensure his success with keeping his account. It is a pleasure to meet you. I am recording this because, we do want to share this with other traders because we want to help other traders learn too. What we would like to do is we would like to give you an opportunity, of course, to get your account back. Get your $25,000 account back free of charge. You will not have to pay, okay?
Excited.
You're excited? I'm so excited for you. I want to use this time to kind of just get to know you a little bit, understand what happened with your account, why you lost it, and see if I can give you any tips to help you so that when you do get your account again, maybe you can take some of what I share and apply that, and hopefully that will help you keep your next account longer. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So Misha, don't be nervous or anything. It's just me and you, even though I'm recording. So let's talk like we're friends, like we're pals, okay?
Okay.
So I'm curious to know, how long have you been trading?
I've been trading maybe for 4 years, over 4 years, I think. But it's like a kind of on and off, not always. I mean, I try with many demo accounts and still trying.
Still trying to get better?
Yep.
It's a work in progress, right?
Takes time. It's me versus me.
So what kind of experience do you have with prop firms? Have you traded with other prop firms besides OFP?
Yes, I do. I do trade with the FTMO, my Forex fund, funding pips, and also MFTFX, which is from Mongolia, from my hometown company. I have passed the challenges around maybe 8 times, I think. I got a real account and
good for you.
Some days it's working, but passing the challenges, it takes time. And once I pass the challenge, okay, now here's the real account coming in. And sometimes it didn't go well, so I lose it right away or something like that.
Oh no!
Oh, all this hard work, all this attention.
Why do you think you lose your accounts? Like, what would you say is your biggest challenge for yourself with your trading?
Trading mentality is very strong. It's everything. I mean, the market moves and I know it's going up or it's going down. And sometimes maybe wait 1 more minute, maybe wait 5 more minutes, and that will be a great entry. And then I did a little bit of rush. When I try to be patient, it just went up under my eye. I'm like, now I can take a trade and let's wait for more. And then it's go up again, and then it's a call it a day. Yeah, it happens to me.
It does happen. You know what? It happens to all of us, though, not just you. Do you think it's your strategy, or do you think it's just you, your psychology, your discipline? What do you think you struggle with more?
Sometimes when we're having a winning role, I just keep going, right? Like 5-6 times win, and then I have 1 loss. It's changed everything. Maybe not a loss after it, and then the losing strike is kicking in. That's the trading psychology, I think. I like to trade on a New York session. There's some more volume, or I like to wait a little bit.
Well, I took a look at your account, your most recent account. There is something that I feel like I can share with you that might help you. But before I get into that, I noticed that you had a couple different accounts with us. You chose between on demand and you chose between monthly. So I was curious, what made you kind of switch between having an on demand account and a monthly account?
I actually buy the on-demand account, and at the moment your company was offering another account, which is a monthly demand account. It comes to me free.
Do you feel like you have a preference? I'm not sure if you had a chance to experience a payout.
With your company? Not yet.
And then I also noticed you had a difference between the 5% and the 3% daily drawdown. Now, did you make that choice yourself?
No, I didn't. I made the 5%.
The 5%?
The other 3% daily drawdown is free account.
Well, here's what I want to do for you, my friend. I'm going to open up your most recent account here. Okay, so you had a $25,000 account. Your currency was USD. It was an 80% profit split. It was on demand. Okay, let's take a look at this account. Now, I think this account was opened. So it says here that you violated the 5% daily drawdown, right? Is that the daily drawdown you violated?
Yes.
So let's take a look here. 5% daily drawdown. Now, with your challenges, your accounts that you pass with the other prop firms, you still have those active, right? Or no?
No.
Did you lose those too?
Yes.
Mishidorj. Oh no. Here's your trades, right? We got you starting. It looks like you just trade gold. Is that your favorite pair to trade?
I do trade Euro USD, GBP USD, and mostly gold, I would say.
When you're making a decision to take a trade, how do you kind of plan your risk for each trade? Do you ever have a plan for your risk?
I already lose it, so even though I'm telling you right now, it didn't work.
Well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, okay? Because let me tell you something. Listen, I've been trading for 8 years. I've never blown an account and I've never lost a prop firm account. And I know that sounds amazing. To me, it's not, because to me, it all boils down to proper risk management. So when I'm looking at your trades, there's one thing that I noticed in particular about you taking your trades, right? So you mentioned you were having a losing streak, right? So you have your October 17th trade, right? And of course, these are small losses that you were taking. So they're not very big losses. And then you had this bigger one here on the 21st where you lost $430. And then you lost a few more after that. And then you won a couple. And then you lost a couple. And then you had that big one.
I was 1,200 up, and then I was covered all my losses, and then I just agreed or something like that. I just did decide to hold it because gold was dropping down, and then okay, a little bit wait more, and then there was another pullback, and then of course gold went all the way down.
So let's talk about the first thing. The first thing that I noticed is that you're on a losing streak. Your lot size is 0.50, and then what do? Do you see what you did?
Yeah, I that doubled my trading size.
You did. So you ended up increasing your lot size, but you were in a losing streak. So you increased your lot size. So that's the first thing I noticed, was you increased your risk rather than reducing your risk. One thing that I usually, and this is just me, right? This is what I do. Let's say I had this $25,000 account. If I was in the red, meaning I'm below the 25,000 threshold and now I'm in the red, I'm immediately gonna reduce my risk. I'm gonna reduce my risk until I get back up in the green, until I get back up to that 25,000 or above that 25,000. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I'm especially going to reduce my risk if I'm on a losing streak. You know, if I'm just losing trade after trade after trade, then that's my signal. Okay, I really need to take a step back and reduce my risk. So that would have been the first thing that I would have said. The worst thing you can absolutely do is increase your risk when you're losing and when you're in the negative on your account. Because that is the quickest way for you, as you found out, right? For you to eventually hit your threshold and lose your account. So that's the first thing. I wanted to talk to you about this trade right here, this last one. So can you tell me what happened here? You said you were up 1,200.
Yes, I didn't secure my profit.
When I asked you, how do you manage your risk, right? Because what you violated was you violated the 5% daily drawdown. And so I asked you, hey, how do you manage your risk for your trades? Like, do you risk 1% per trade? Do you risk 2% per trade? How do you manage your risk per each trade you take?
Yeah, between 1, 2. The account is bigger. Yeah, 1 is better, and maybe 25,000 account. I will do 2%, I would say.
2% on one trade?
Yeah.
Do you ever take more than one trade at the same time, or just one at a time?
Mostly one at a time, and sometimes I double it.
If you are going to take just one trade at a time, 2% is fine. If you're going to be taking 2 trades at a time, do you think you should do 2% per trade?
No, better be 1, 1.
1 and 1, correct. That is what I would personally do, okay? When you are executing your trade, do you set a stop loss and a take profit?
Yeah, I usually do, but profits, mostly I could close it manually. I'm still watching it and hit it. Take profit is different.
Mostly you close it manually. Here's what I think you should do for your sake. I understand why you like to trade, try to close your trades manually. But if you doing that is interfering with your ability to see consistent results with your accounts, then that may be something you may want to consider changing. So when you're going to your trades, maybe consider going to your trades with more of a plan. If you're going to risk that 2%, try to look for trades that are going to give you at least 4% gain. Or if you're going to risk 1%, try to take those trades that look like they're going to give you a 2% gain. Set the stop loss, set the take profit, and let your trade run. Okay. And the reason why I say that is because had you did that, you may have been able to save yourself from experiencing this big loss here. Because what it sounds like is you were letting this trade run, but you didn't have any set parameters for yourself as far as your stop loss and your take profit. And then when it turned around on you, oh man, it took you out.
Yeah, it took me out.
So for you, this is really a matter of you having discipline. That's really what it boils down to. Do you have a plan? Do you write a plan for yourself? A trading plan? Or do you kind of just do your thing?
I kind of do to just do my
thing. Dang. He said I kind of just do my thing. See? Yeah. But this is why you're losing your accounts. You're losing your accounts because you're not going into the market with a disciplined plan. And you can't do that with the markets because the markets are not always going to do what you think they're going to do. You could have the best strategy in the world. You could be the best technical analyst ever, but the market is still going to do what it wants to do. And I know you know this by now because you said it when we first started talking. You said, oh, I was pretty sure it was going to be bullish. I was pretty sure. And we're all pretty sure. But when we trade in this market, we can't be overconfident. We have to be disciplined and we have to do the same thing all the time because the market is not going to do the same thing all the time.
Yeah, so everything different.
Exactly. So if you know the market is going to be unpredictable, you can't be unpredictable too. Am I making sense?
Yep.
I know you can do this because you passed your challenges.
Yep.
So if you passed your challenges, that means you know how to manage your daily drawdown. You know how to do those things. It's just, I think maybe you get a little too excited.
Yeah, to be honest. Yeah, because the OEFT gave me a real account and then I got too excited. I'm like, I know it's going to go down. And I'm like, okay, let's be brave. Let's take a short position right here.
Listen, you don't know anything.
Yeah.
I'm being serious. You speculate it's going to go down. You think it will go down, but you don't know 100% for certain that it will. So when you are executing your trade, you need to stop thinking, I'm going to make this much money because I know it. No. You have to think, if I'm wrong, I'm gonna lose this much. Am I okay with losing $1,000 today if I'm wrong?
Yeah, it's okay. Still under the daily drawdown.
Perfect. But that's
Yeah.
how you have to think. You have to ask yourself, you have to know what you're going to lose when you go into your trade. Don't worry about how much you're going to win. Worry about how much you're going to lose. The winning, that's the second part. Our biggest job as traders is to protect our money. You need to protect your money. When it comes to being within your daily drawdown, like we talked about, if you're going to trade one trade and you're going to risk 2% on that trade, that's it. Just risk that 2%. Know where your stop loss is going to be. Set that. Take profit for yourself for double that. Double what you risk. If you're going to trade 2 positions, how much are we risking per each one?
1-1.
Correct. And if you're not having a good day, it's okay to say, I'll try again tomorrow. And one last thing, what do you need to do when you're on a losing streak?
Just take a break.
That, and you need to reduce
the lot size.
Yes, you need to reduce your risk and you need to reduce your lot size to protect your account instead of increasing it. How do you feel right now?
I feel good.
Do you think you can do it?
Yeah, I need to make it happen.
I don't want to hear about you losing another account for a 5% daily drawdown. Listen, that is the easiest rule, in my honest opinion, the easiest rule any prop firm can have. I don't understand how it is the most violated rule by traders. Did you know that?
Yes, of course. All the trading community, we talk about it, the rules and everything, right? And then daily drawdown.
It's the easiest rule, yet everybody fails.
Some of them they didn't even notice, or like they didn't realize, they didn't calculate that.
And that's really it. It's just knowing what you're risking every trade you take and being consistent with that every day. You have to stop being emotional about your trades.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember, you don't know anything. You speculate. You think. You don't have a crystal ball. Was this helpful at all for you?
Yeah, it's helpful. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. I definitely look forward to seeing you get your account back, and this time being disciplined. You know what you have to do to keep your account, so be patient with yourself. I think that's the biggest thing, is patience. That is probably the hardest thing as traders that we have to master, is patience. So you just have to be patient with yourself. If you stick to the process, the money is gonna come naturally. You don't have to chase the money. You just have to stick to your process. I just wanted to encourage you, that's all, to stick to your process. That same process that you use to pass your challenges, stick to your process. Don't worry about chasing the money, because when you commit yourself to the process and you stop worrying about the outcome, the money comes naturally. It will just come when you do your process every day the same way. And stay committed to protecting your capital, because if this was your real account with like a brokerage, if you put all your life savings in there, you would want to protect that, right?
Yep, of course.
Protect your capital. Keep your money. Don't give all your money back. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me. It was so nice to meet you.
Nice to talk to you. Thanks for having me.
Of course. And I hope that I was able to share something with you today that you find valuable and helpful, and carry that with you. I look forward to seeing you succeed. You got this. You're going to get your first payout, so don't worry about it. I will go ahead and I will email you the details that you will need so that you can go ahead and get your account back.
Sounds good.
All right, my friend. Well, thank you so much for hanging out, and I'll see you around.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much. Give me this nice chance, and I'll make it happen.
I'm counting on you.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good one.
Yeah, it was fun.
Bye. All right, traders. So, did you get anything valuable from this interview with Misha? What did you learn? How are you managing your daily drawdown? Feel free to let us know in the comments. And if you got any value from this, also give us a big thumbs up. Make sure that you like, follow, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and stay up to date with us as we bring more Save a Trader interviews.